So a couple things need to happen for wrestling to become a mainstream sport.
We had the most medals out of every country.
But not the most gold medals. And I think you can create confidence and build it in yourself. But you got to work for a long time to like get a real, genuine confidence. Football season is right around the corner. Y'all already know Betr is the best fantasy app out there with all the craziest payouts. 1000x lineups are unbeatable. Turn $50 into $50,000 and win big with Betr Picks now. Big news, we are adding college football this season, and y'all already know I'm adding Penn State into every single one of my lineups. Drew Aller's about to light it up. It's super simple to use, so go download Betr, play Betr Picks, and use code BO now.
Big weekend, last weekend for the Olympics. USA did pretty well.
In all sports?
Wrestling, all sports. We won. We had the most medals out of every country.
I had the most medals, but not the most gold medals.
Oh,
No,
what?
we tied for
China.
Really?
Yeah,
That's despicable.
I know. But they get all like the weird ones. They get all like the darts and shooting and twirl and synchronized dance.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's true.
They get like the sports that we don't even do here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we don't even have a person to send
Yeah.
because nobody does it.
That was a stupid
did you guys
sport.
see the Australian breakdancer girl?
Yeah.
Did you see this?
I saw like 10 seconds of it.
Dude, that's what you look like breakdancing.
You've never seen me break down.
That's what you would look like though if you did.
Not true.
No?
No.
Are you
Move this table.
Are you better? Throw down some cardboard.
Drop the cardboard.
Yeah.
Was she really bad?
You didn't see it?
I just saw like a 10-second clip.
Dude, it was rough. So she scored 0 points the entire time. I don't know what that means, but it's not good. And turns out she wasn't even a real breakdancer. She was a PhD student that studies something. I don't know.
Australia didn't have anyone to sell to send.
They definitely could have sent somebody better. Yeah, the thing is though, it's like you gotta like watch her and you're like, okay, like it's not that.
Yeah,
like,
show me someone dope.
But then you got to show who she competed against,
Yeah.
and they were like sick, bro.
Like Jaime.
Like yeah, exactly. Like unbelievable. She did it. Her highlight was the kangaroo bounce into a backwards roll.
The weird thing is though, like it was very like choreographed. Like it was planned.
No, like she tried
Like
to
she trained that routine many times.
for sure. Yo, the other things that she was dude, you know what's so funny about this is I saw breakdancing on Peacock and I was like, I'll click it, whatever. And it just happened to be her, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
No
so
way.
I saw her first before like any of the news stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this chick sucks. And then I was like, Maddie, watch this for a second. And like she was doing her thing, and I was like, "Oh my, she's so bad." And then the other dude or the chick that she was competing against just like destroyed her, and I was like, "I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
this is rough."
That's funny.
It was definitely.
Oh, and then she did this. So the other person went first and was like going off. It was like crazy, and she was like, and I hadn't seen her, so I was like, "Yo, maybe this chick's about to be crazy good." And she was like doing this, and she was like fake yawning and stuff and going like, and I was like, oh, she's about to go off. Like this chick's about to violate. And then she was like, roll.
That was like a null for team.
Yeah, bro. It was that looked like null, bro. He's like, it's like, what is it? Oh, it's so funny. I can't believe that chick's Olympian and none of us are Olympians.
Yeah, it's wild.
We could have.
Yeah, what would you been Olympian in, Ronan? Don't say girls boxing because those girls would knock your ass out.
Honestly,
I guarantee it. If a girl, I guarantee you that Algerian chick would knock you out cold. I would pay so much money to see that.
I don't know what sport I would. Maybe like figure skating. I feel like I'd be low key good at that.
That's weird. I
You
weirdly
chose
agree.
one of the most difficult ones though. That's
What do you mean most?
But I
difficult?
could just see him twirling.
Yeah,
Just super like back.
I've been ice skating like
just, like,
twice, and I
twirling.
just think I'd be very good at it.
Like imagine him just like doing when they go like into the spin and then they like tighten up and start getting faster.
Yeah.
And he's just like just finishes it and his like leg comes out. I can just see that. You know?
Yeah, I could see it. You just got to start like when you're 4 years old.
Yeah. And
So-
have incredible discipline.
The one thing I did want to talk about in the Olympics is the weird thing that they did with wrestling. I didn't know if they did it with any other sports, but there was 2 bronze medals given out.
Yeah, they do that with wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. It's whack.
It is weird.
I thought it was stupid.
I think it's dumb. They need to change that. So a couple things need to happen for wrestling to become a mainstream sport. Get rid of Greco. Doesn't even make sense. Can't grab the legs. All right, stupid made up rule for no reason. Okay, get rid of Greco. Now we get. Honestly, I would be fine to add 3 weights to men's freestyle and 3 weights to women's freestyle.
Interesting.
Give each group 9 weights. I don't even care. Now, take off the second bronze medal. All right, make everybody wrestle back for 1 bronze medal, and now we have room for. We can make the brackets even smaller, and now we have room for more weight classes, and it'll make it so much more entertaining. Also, every single weight had 6 Russians.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Stop just moving to like some random other country
Yeah.
and acting like you're from there and then wrestle in the Olympics. It's like I was dying because at 74 kilo, homie's standing up there. Zamalov has wrestled for Russia his whole life. Standing up there, hand on heart, listen to the Ukraine or Uzbekistan national anthem. And I'm like, you don't know a single word of that song. You don't know a single word to that song, you fraud. Like, what's going on here? This is crazy. You can just go wrestle for whoever. And you know what they did is they changed 1 letter in their last name to make it look like less weird.
Yeah.
But it's not weird. It's not less weird because anybody that watches wrestling knows these guys have competed for Russia for a decade.
Yeah. And they got banned.
And they got banned.
You
And
can
now
go
they're-
wrestle for another place, but not when your country got banned and you're fleeing.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Literally, I think 74 kilo had like 4 Russians in it, or 5 Russians out of 6 or 12 or 16 guys, whatever it was. I forget.
Wow.
But yeah, it was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm fine with the band thing is what it is, but it's like, why do we have 5 guys from one country competing in a weight class? It's like if we had,
that's what you're saying?
yeah. Well, the band thing, I'm on that too. But the other thing is like, all right, if we put the 5 best Americans
Oh, yeah.
and eat like everybody's like, oh, this team's so good, America didn't do good. It's like, well, hey, if we put
that's true.
our 5 best guys in a weight, like we'd probably knock off a lot of the other dudes.
Yeah.
Like, and then we'd end up like if you had whatever weight and insert whatever weight, 74 kilos. If you had Dake, Nolf, Burrows, Mitchell, like those guys would knock off a lot of the better dudes.
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 at 65.
Yeah, and 1 got bronze.
Yeah.
And then 1 lost to the silver medalist.
Yep.
And so it's like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like why do we have one country represented 5 times basically
Yeah, that's
in like a
crazy.
roundabout way?
And then to the normal fans, it's like, oh, Russia wasn't even there. Meanwhile, there was like half the team.
Yeah, and a lot of those dudes beat Russian,
Yeah.
beat the number 1 guys. Zamalov has beat Sidikov multiple times.
Wow.
I don't know if multiple times, but he's for sure beat him once. I know he beat him at Russian Nationals 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it's just crazy. It's like, what? Like, I don't know. Yeah, 74 kilos was the craziest one. It literally had Zamalov, Russian, Japan got silver, Date got bronze, wrestled another Russian who claimed, I don't know, whatever country.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria or something. There was another Russian from Albania. There was and then there was a 4th one from, I'm forgetting what other country it was, but there was a 4th Russian as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But yeah, 1 bronze medal, get rid of Greco, add more weights, wrestle. I don't know. You can't really enforce the country thing because it's basically the transfer portal nowadays.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Who did David compete against a lot? What's his name? Zahid? Not Zahid.
Yazdani.
That's Donnie.
Yazdani. His match for the gold medal was one of the most depressing things I've ever seen, because I also think that they should change the rule of if your shoulder pops out, you have to keep going. I don't think that they should be able to stop it, put it back in, and then keep going. Like, if you're hurt, you're hurt.
Well, this is the thing that's tough for freestyle is it's unlimited injury time and there's no penalty. So he basically stopped. Did you watch the match?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he stopped it every 20, 30 seconds, which you feel for the guy, like he's hurt.
Yeah.
So it sucks. But there should be like a certain amount that you can do. Like, I mean, I think he took injury time 6 times.
Yeah.
At least. And it's like, if you do more, if you do 3, like you're just done.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Because I mean, it's nothing against him because the athlete's going to continue to try to wrestle.
Exactly.
So there should be a rule. It's like
he almost won.
Yeah. What was that guy doing?
He just doesn't have a shot. He can't shoot. You watch.
No, not Yazdani.
I know that guy can't shoot.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a shot.
Threw himself to his back.
Yeah.
Up by 5.
He's dumb. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he can't. He has no like offense. He has good defense and like reattacks and stuff, but he has no actual offense.
Yeah, that's why I was. Yeah.
What was he doing? Just like all you got to do is shoot like a double leg to the other side.
It almost looked
can't
like,
even do anything about it.
Yeah, it almost looked like he got paid to lose and just thought he was hurt, so he was like, "Frick,
like, what do I do?"
Yeah.
Well, the last
imagine if you got paid to lose by the mafia and then the guy like immediately just breaks his arm. Yeah. You're like, hit me.
That's what I was thinking.
Throw me on my back.
They literally didn't even wrestle the last 30 seconds of the match. They just stood there and
stared at each other. Well, it was once he got down by all those points, it was like he couldn't score. He had one arm.
I feel for that guy. I'm always intrigued by the shoulders that just go back into place because mine never did.
Yours was out.
Mine would like every.
It was like tunk.
Yeah,
and it was just like
locked. They said it was because of my insane amount of muscle that it was fighting against myself. But every single time my shoulder popped out, it was out for a minimum of 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was just out.
Yeah.
Those other guys, it's like...
Yeah, just like fluid.
Yeah,
but,
it just goes back in.
It does not feel good when it's sitting out.
Oh my gosh, I remember you getting it put back in in Texas.
Yeah, that was just one of them.
That was
I've had like 4 of those situations, and each 2 of them, whoever I was with, for some reason I was never with like a doctor at that point. But even Dan, when it popped out in the wrestling room, he gave me a 100-pound dumbbell.
Yeah.
While it was popped out, he gave me a 100-pound dumbbell to like try to pull it back in, and I was just holding the dumbbell and it was just hanging and nothing was happening. And like finally it takes like multiple people to push on a certain part of my chest and then pull, and then it's like Transformers. It goes like and then it feels like so relaxed after that. But it's not a good feeling.
You said it doesn't even really hurt after. Like once it goes back in, you're like, all right, and then it gets sore later.
Yeah. It doesn't really hurt too much.
Like back in.
Yeah, but while it's out, it just feels terrible.
Oh, that's gotta be.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well,
that's a good pod then.
What is there to do in Wyoming?
What is there to do in Wyoming?
You're born there, so I mean,
Was not born there.
you're from there.
I live there.
Where were you born? Montana?
Colorado.
Alaska?
What's this guy's problem?
I don't know.
All right. No, Wyoming is actually dope. It's a dope state. You can it depends on what part of the state you're in, but there's a lot. It's very different. Like the western part of the state and the eastern part of the state could not be more different. So if you look at the eastern part of the state, super flat, all plains, not much going on. Like, really just like not much going on. If you go southeast, you're in Cheyenne. So over the summer, they have Cheyenne Frontier Days, which is like, they call it the granddaddy of them all. It's the largest rodeo in the world. It's super dope.
Oh.
So I think it lasts like a month. And it's just this like massive complex. You go around, they're doing rodeo events, all kinds of stuff. Every night, concerts. Like randomly, I was in Cheyenne once and with Bryce, and he was like, yo, let's go to a concert. And it was just like Thomas Rhett playing. Like it's big. You don't know Thomas Rhett. Yeah.
I was going to be like, Thomas Rhett?
Thomas Rhett? Like, you don't know Thomas Rhett.
You don't know who Thomas Rhett is?
No.
Dude.
I have absolutely no idea, but my eyes were trying to tell him that I did know.
All right, let me sing a Thomas Rhett song for you real quick. Baby, last night
Oh, I know. I love this song.
was hands down one of the best nights that I've had, no doubt. Between the bottle of wine and the look in your eyes and the Marvin Gaye. Yeah, that's all I got. That's pretty good, though. Thanks. I feel good about it. Yeah, but
Zach Bryan's good.
Tony's a big Zach Bryan guy now.
Really?
Not big, but if the fire's going on. And
Do you listen to music? I just can't picture you as a music guy at all.
I like some tunes. Check out my feel good playlist on Spotify.
That's a good playlist.
It's getting good.
Yeah.
You know, the majority of my songs now come from grocery stores. They usually have some bangers on, some like throwback bangers.
Really?
If you stop at Sheetz, yeah, I've been picking up some like really good throwbacks recently. Yeah, so check that out. It's a great time.
Nice plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid.
Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah, Feel Good. It's called Feel Good. Check out my profile.
Yo, I found this.
I don't get any commission.
Definitely checking that out, which I already know, but everybody definitely check that out. Also, I saw this new thing on Spotify. It's pretty dope. It's an AI DJ.
No, it's stupid.
Really?
I hate it.
I did it and it seemed pretty dope. So it's a DJ. They basically DJ all of your. I was kind of telling you about this.
I couldn't find Smart Shuffle.
So Smart Shuffle is different.
Way different.
Smart Shuffle, basically all you do is click the shuffle button and then you click it again and you'll get the shuffle with a little star. And then it's great. But AI DJ is a little different. It's similar, but basically they'll like shorten songs up and like they play like a mix.
Oh, it kind of rolls in.
It rolls into it. Yeah. So it's like, oh, let's say the song's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That's a little long. All right, they'll make it 140. And then they roll into something new. And
that's cool.
That I've really only used it once, but it seemed dope.
That's cool.
You don't like it, Ronan?
I just think that sometimes that it doesn't put songs back to back that make any sense. Like if I'm listening,
yeah. Sometimes the guy's like, "No, I'm switching up the vibe,"
and it goes to
he
like
talks to you.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it goes like from weird. Zach Bryan to like Beethoven. You're like, how is this even possible?
That I can dig. That I can
dig. That makes more sense.
I've been on a big Joe Rogan kick recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, please don't put your stamp on Joe Rogan. He's the last guy we have that hasn't fallen.
Yeah. You're out. No more Joe Rogan for you, bro.
Don't be fanning out on him because every single person you've supported has gone
literally
terribly.
That's true.
Jumped off a bridge.
Where's that at right now?
It's worse. It's way worse. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it got like bad.
Got really bad.
He's still gaining subscribers though.
No, he started deleting all the comments, deleting every single comment that was on his videos. He was like moderating them like crazy.
Oh,
straight up like 1984 crap.
84.
It's a book.
Okay, yeah.
You ever read that? George Orwell?
No.
You had to read it in school.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of books I had to read in school. Perception is reality.
Not a book, just a quote.
No, I would just say generic quotes and then they'd be like, did you read the book? I'm like, of course.
Yo, Kyle told me about a dope new game.
What?
Were you there when he was telling about this?
Uh-uh.
All right, it's called Chameleon.
Okay.
So basically the way it goes is, so let's say you get a group of like 5 or 6 people together, right? Let's say 6 people, just for example. You'll have a card and it'll have like a category and it'll have like 20 different things within that category. So if it's like fast food, it could say McDonald's, Burger King, blah, 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 whatever. So everybody gets a card that you only see. And 5 of the people are regular players and 1 person's the chameleon.
Okay.
All right. So you have to say something. Basically, you go around and you like ask each other questions and talk, and you try to figure out who the chameleon is. And then at the end, you vote on, what do you call it? I don't know if I'm explaining this well. Oh yeah. So the categories, there's like 20 different things, right? And then on the back of that card, it's like one of those things is like the thing, right? Okay. So like, let's say it's McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, KFC, and then it's like the real one is Taco Bell. Taco Bell would be on the list, but 5 of the people will know that it's Taco Bell.
Okay.
The chameleon won't know what it is.
Got it.
But nobody knows what each other are, and then you try to guess who the chameleon is. So let's say it's Taco Bell. I could be like, you don't want to be too obvious because then the chameleon will figure it out. But I could be like, let me think. I could say like, I don't want to be too obvious, but you could say like Mexican. Yeah. And then you'd be like, oh, he's good. Like he knows. But if somebody's like, I you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So then when it gets to chameleon, like he's trying to pick up on.
He's trying to pick up what it is.
Yeah, like the picnic game. Like if I'm going on a picnic, I could bring this. So he's trying to pick up on the.
He's trying to pick up on what it is, and everybody else is trying to figure out who is the chameleon.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We should add that to the.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle said the one was like villains, and he was the chameleon. He didn't know, and so everybody was kind of like saying, like going around, and he was one of the first guys, and he was like, "This guy's strong."
Super general.
Yeah. Which is not a bad strategy because you don't want to give up too much information to the chameleon.
For the chameleon, yeah.
Yeah, because they'll figure it out. But they were like, strong, huh? You think this guy's strong? Like, do you think he would be like difficult to beat up in a fight? And he was like, I think so. Yeah. But they figured him out.
And then they vote.
At the end, you vote who you think the chameleon is, and whoever gets the most votes is basically who you pick. If it's not the chameleon wins. If it is, then everybody else wins.
That's fun.
So it's the chameleon versus everybody else.
Yeah, it's almost like yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you want to keep playing games?
No, you're dead to me. Bro, this dude is the biggest scumbag I've ever met in my life.
Tony?
It took me everything not to spit on him.
This is a harsh start.
Bro.
Wow.
So
what happened?
So we were playing Secret Hitler, and Secret Hitler is basically a game where you have two teams. One team tries to lie, the other team tries to figure them out, and you got to like trust people and figure out who's lying and whatnot. Right off the jump at the beginning. So first, I'm having a bad night. It's very atypical of me. Normally, I'm locked in. I'm having a bad night. We're playing our like very last game essentially, and Tony's like looks at me and Zach and goes, "Boys, 3 Musketeers, let's go, all of us." And at that moment, like I was like, he's safe. He has to be. He wouldn't go that far, and basically like put our friendship, our decade-long.
We've
friendship
never
at
referred
risk.
to ourselves as there's 3 Musketeers. It was like a game thing. It was like 3 Musketeers.
No,
like
that
we're
meant
all
a
good.
lot. He said that, and then like Zach, I clung to it. Zach really clung to it. Like it meant a lot to him, and like we kind of had a few moments of like doubting each other. Like, oh, like I don't know, blah blah blah. And
but whenever someone come at me or him, or
we'd be like,
Zach,
no way. Zach would get our backs, or we'd get each other's
like, no,
backs.
he's a Musketeer. No, he
It's
would
good.
never do that.
He would never do that. And then Tony kept feeding into this Musketeer thing. And we were getting, me and Zach were on the good team. We were good teams getting absolutely dominated, right? And and I know Nolf's bad, like for sure. At the very end, Nolf's like trying to get Tony elected. And we start to like go to vote him in. And I'm like, yeah, Tony's good. And in that moment, I realized that he was bad and it was too late. And he friggin' stabbed us in the back.
Dude.
I was a fascist.
You're a scumbag. He was a fascist the whole time. I can't believe you did that, bro. That's so messed up.
Bro.
I can believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
Mind games are... Tony is very good at the mind games.
And then he said he slept fine that night, too. I was like, don't worry, bro. The night terror's coming. You'll get what's coming to you. That was not cool.
Bro, I don't like to tap into those powers. Those are my old powers. I don't like to use that against you.
I know.
I had to because...
You didn't have to.
I did because I wasn't playing well either. And my mind was out of it. And so I really had to lock in and get that dub. And the two games prior... You guys realized I was fascist like before the game even started.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I got to pull out the big guns.
Wow. That's messed up.
Doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good.
I would never do that. Yo, the only reason that I'm not completely mad at you is because I got Isaac like that.
Yeah. Poor Isaac, dude.
Yeah, but it's not as bad because I've only known him for like a month.
I know, but like that's why, because he was more excited to trust you, and then you freaking stabbed him in the heart.
Dude, stop trying to deflect and make it seem
I'm just saying, dude. Isaac's a great guy.
As bad.
He is a great guy, but it's like you're gonna just basically ruin an entire...
The point is, we'll bounce back. You guys, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna.
I don't know, man.
If he's gonna survive that.
I don't know if we're gonna bounce back. It's gonna take something big. You're going to have to really redeem yourself somehow.
I'll think of something.
I got to make you work for it,
bro. Does Wyoming have In-N-Out?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't even know what we're going to do. What time do you get in?
Like 8 on Friday.
Yeah. I'll be there, but...
You fly out Saturday?
Yeah, in the morning.
I thought you leave tomorrow.
I do. I have to leave tomorrow to go to Pittsburgh, and then I fly out Thursday.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's the move.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It would have been double layover.
Yeah, it's freaking hard to get to Wyoming.
Yeah, man, it's way out there. Back to Wyoming. So one side of the state sucks. Pretty much, it's flat plains. The only good thing is like Shine Frontier days, and like you can blow stuff up and like go out into the middle of nowhere and there's nothing and do whatever you want. The other side of the state is dope. That's where Yellowstone and Jackson Hole are. It's absolutely beautiful. Probably like the most beautiful place.
Where are we going?
We're like in the center, so not a lot going on. Yeah, maybe
wrestling.
Not really. But yeah, the western part of the state is amazing. Well, we need to take a trip out there at some point.
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be crazy. When I was, I don't know, I was probably like 10. My family and I took a vacation to Yellowstone, and we stayed there for like 5 days. They have crazy geysers, and do you know what a geyser is? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they have geysers, and then just all kinds of crazy wildlife and just like beautiful scenery. And we stayed in these cabins. And one morning we woke up at like 7 a.m. and it was really foggy and dewy. And my parents like were like being really quiet, and they're like, "Hey guys, like, you know, come out to the porch, just be quiet." And we walked out to the porch, and there was a herd of like 75 buffalo just all around us, like 10 feet away, just walking by. It was so cool.
That's a different world.
Yeah. It was like Jurassic Park kind of.
Yeah.
Like they're just walking by, just doing their thing. And it was like you couldn't see that far, so it was like silhouettes of them, and then all of a sudden one would come like 10 yards away. It was cool.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Wyoming is the least populated state in the United States.
Not
really?
North Dakota?
No, it's Wyoming.
Wow.
Check me. But if you
fact check it.
If you check me and you're wrong, then you owe me $100. Either don't check and believe me, or you're gonna pay me $100. That's what I thought.
We could be lying to the people right now.
I'm not lying.
I just
check
don't.
It. Do it. How much do you believe?
I don't know. I have
it.
Absolutely no idea.
I know for a fact.
You're very certain about this.
I'm sure. And if I'm wrong, I'll give you $100.
Why is that if it's so beautiful?
It was one of the last states to like become a state. And I think that
really
one half of it's very beautiful. Yeah.
He's really questioning your facts here.
Yeah, I don't know.
One of the last
What's
states
the last state to become a state?
It's Alaska, right?
No.
It's Hawaii?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's Hawaii. Actually, it might have been Alaska.
See, now you're pretty sure. So now everything could
then
be a lie.
make a bet then. No, I think it was. I can't remember if it was Alaska or Hawaii. One of those.
It's one of the two. Well, we bought Alaska from Russia. So
yeah.
Hawaiian guy that was staying at my Airbnb. Turns out he's a big sushi chef out there.
What?
So we had a good contact.
No.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So he was like, when you guys come out.
Yo, he was the man.
Yeah, he was super cool.
I didn't even have an interaction, but he was around for like 10 seconds.
Great vibes.
Yeah. He's gone now?
Yeah.
Why did he choose State College to visit?
I don't know the story, dude. Apparently, I think he was supposed to meet a girl, but it was just him the whole time. And he ended up eating a tremendous amount of pizza and hard apple ciders. And so I don't know if the trip went bad, but he said he had a great time.
That sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just chilling and like eating pizza and doing your thing.
Yeah. I was trying to get him to post up with us, but
he didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was awesome.
Nice.
Interesting.
That's so funny. You've been hit or miss on Airbnb guests.
Yeah. Yeah, you start lowering that price point, it opens up a whole new world.
For someone to stay in State College over the summer.
For 2.5 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
So you guys are basically like family.
Yeah.
At that point.
You hung out?
No. We just like...
you invited him for dinner.
Yeah, I invited him for dinner.
Said no.
Gave him like extra toilet paper and things like that.
I got you, bro.
Yeah. I did his laundry and he left me $20 on the thing, and I was like, dude, just keep your money, dude. You don't mind doing your laundry?
Well, make me some sushi. That'd be great.
Yeah. I wish I knew that because
that's crazy. The sushi chef.
Yeah. Yeah. He sent me the place and everything.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In Hawaii. Mm-hmm. What island? Do you remember?
No, I'm assuming it's the main island.
Oahu.
But
I don't remember what island's what. I think Honolulu is the
Maui.
Maui.
Yeah. But
yeah. All right, Hawaii trip. Let's go.
Yeah.
When we went to Niagara Falls, I stayed in a shared Airbnb for the very first time.
That's risky.
Shared space.
Awful decision.
Oof. Never done that. Never.
Awful decision.
Oh, I did do that for a month in California, actually.
No.
Chinese family. Yeah.
How was it? Did you have dinner with them and stuff?
Mine was Chinese too.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
love the shared spaces.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
so
really funny.
Yeah. It was in California. I was with like training with Coach Cal after my surgery.
Yeah.
And I stayed at this Chinese family's home. They lived in the garage, and there was 5 other people in the house.
What?
Yeah, like renting.
That's crazy.
So they lived in the garage on like a mattress, and then there was 5 other.
How
bedrooms.
many people were there in the Chinese family?
3.
So there's 3. They lived in a mattress in the garage. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
And there's
Cali is the place to do that though.
yeah,
Good weather.
yeah, and it's cost of living is crazy. So then there was 5 bedrooms each with different Airbnb guests.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any cool people? Any interesting people?
The guests didn't interact, but they would always try to get me to drink this like tea that the woman was making in this ginormous pot, like with a ladle and like a bunch of medicinal things.
Tell me you drank it.
Oh yeah, every day.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
It got a little
nice.
high, like a little buzz from it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what they put in it.
Just like wet socks.
Um,
Fermented sock.
but yeah, they
Burnt hair.
he could not believe that I like fought for a living. He like could not comprehend it.
What?
Yeah.
He just was like, no.
Yeah, I was trying to explain it to him, and he was like, "Fights other people?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they had turtles, like large turtles that lived in the backyard. And like he would build
Like,
like
tortoises,
Yeah.
like desert tortoises.
yeah,
That's sick.
yeah,
That is
and yeah. Every morning I would wake up and they were mating. It was
They make weird noises.
yeah, but it was very very slow. So it was very very slow.
Nice.
And yeah, I stayed there for a month
Jeez.
for like $400.
Worth it.
Yeah. But sorry, dude. Go ahead. Your story.
No, that's way better. I just was saying how awful my experience was.
Why was it bad?
Dude, it was just so weird. First of all, when you get there and you open the fridge and there's a bunch of other groceries that you can't even read the label. Like, I didn't even know what it was because in Chinese or Mandarin or whatever they spoke.
Be careful. Don't want to
Yeah.
get canceled.
But that was weird. And then, like, it wasn't a very well-made house. Because first of all, we're in Canada. And
Strikes 2 and 3 right there.
yeah.
I know there are a lot of Chinese out there.
And I'm not going to say anything bad, but you can hear a lot through the walls of a shared Airbnb.
Oh.
And that was not, and we got in at like 10 o'clock.
They had turtles too.
Yeah. But it was just like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
it was so weird. So weird.
Yeah, you know what you got to do in that situation is you got to outdo them. You got to make it more awkward. You got to double down. Set the tone.
Like, and the one had a baby and it was just like crying all night. Woke up like 2 or 3 times.
Wow, dude, that's bad.
Oh, it was not a good.
Maybe just the hotel next time, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And the hotel wasn't like crazy much more expensive.
Yeah,
It was like, well, I also didn't realize it was a shared Airbnb.
Got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. It's a grave mistake.
And it was, I'm happy I made it now. So for the next one,
Yeah.
I don't make the same mistake.
Yeah. Yo, remember that dude at the Airbnb that the last time we stayed in Florida? That was like a couple.
Yeah.
Apartments
Oh,
down from
yeah. He
us?
was going through it.
Yo,
Yeah.
that was our guy.
Yeah.
Everyday Stogies.
Yeah.
Every
Stogies
day.
and coffee every morning.
Oh, it was a man.
Yeah.
We've had some interesting Airbnb experiences.
Yep. What's our other boy's name? It wasn't Airbnb, but we stayed at.
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark.
that was great. Yo, also watch the weirdest movie to watch in that scenario.
Yeah.
The Raven.
Yeah.
Was it called The Raven or was it No, Pale Blue Eye.
Yeah.
Pale Blue Eye with Chris what was his face?
Dude, Harry Potter.
Yeah, but Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, also, dude, I was thinking about it. You haven't watched The Illusionist, have you?
No.
Dude, you have to watch The Illusionist.
I think you've been telling me to watch that.
It's exactly like The Prestige. It's a magician, and it's like the same type of vibe. Little more of a love story,
Into it.
but super interesting.
Sounds dope.
Yes, super dope.
I think they were made around like the same time, and
They were.
They
were made in like the same year.
Yeah, so it kind of got overlooked, but I'll definitely check it out.
It's frick, Ed Norton.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's sick. Yeah, it's Ed Norton. And then our other boy's in there too. The dude that is in Bullet Train, the sexy dude.
Yeah, he's been
You know
coming
what I'm
up.
talking about? Yeah, he's been coming up.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
No, he's been coming up. Brad Pitt's been coming up for like 30 years. Yeah. Brad Pitt is dope though. But yeah, the other dude, I forget his name.
The blonde guy?
He's got 3 names.
Ronan, have you seen the new Hunger Games?
Ooh.
I just showed it to Bo, bro. It is so good, dude.
Yeah, Tony put me on to that.
It's really good.
There was a new Hunger Games that came out.
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Oh, no, I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
he was in that movie.
No, I know Bad Bunny was on.
Yeah.
He was dope. But
Yeah.
It's an underrated movie.
Guys,
Bullet Train? That movie's dope.
That's not underrated at all. It's great.
It's a little underrated. No one talks about it.
What's its Rotten Tomatoes?
IMDb 7.3.
You just passed it. Scroll up.
No, it's right here.
It's on the main page.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
53? Well, that's the critic rating. The audience rating is more accurate, I'd say.
76.
Yeah.
Dude, Bullet Train was a great movie.
Yeah, 76 is accurate, I would say. What's the new Hunger Games on this?
What is the new Hunger Games called? Like
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's right there. See?
89.
You could have figured that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that good.
It's great. Mm-hmm. It's probably the best movie that I've seen recently. What's Dune 2?
Oh.
Dune 2's
that's got to be
sick.
If that's not over 93%.
I think it's got to be over 90 for sure.
92.
Pretty good. Yeah. What's Oppenheimer?
95.
It got a 92 on the critic rating.
Oh, wow.
That's really good. Oppenheimer has to be high too.
I still got to finish that.
91, 92.
Wow.
It got a higher rating from the critics than the audience. I haven't seen that very often.
Yeah. They're specific about the kind of movie they want.
What is American Psycho?
That's just watched that?
No, I know what it is, but what's the rating?
Oh.
Have you've seen this?
No.
Don't watch it. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll like it, but
68.
I'm aware.
68. 85 on the audience.
Interesting. I haven't seen that movie.
Have you guys seen Seven?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
I was looking at a Twitter thread today and it was talking about the best movie endings, and that was in there.
I watched that a long time ago.
Seven.
Really? It's Interstellars?
Interstellar was.
Really?
Yeah.
Great movie. With Wall
Shutter.
Street.
No. Shutter Island was in there a bunch. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. Parasite.
Yeah.
What's
that's
Parasite's
the
rating?
craziest.
That's the craziest movie.
Parasite has like a 98%
It
on Rotten
should.
Tomatoes.
It should.
They love the Korean movies.
Yeah. That movie's great. 99.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there 100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Who's got 100%?
It's
Well,
like
that's
it's like
Ghostlight.
classics.
What is this? Ghostlight.
I've never heard of it.
And it's a 95%. We got to watch this. What's that? When a melancholic construction worker finds himself drifting from his wife and daughter, he discovers community and purpose. And a local... No.
This sounds awful.
Yeah, a lot of the 100% aren't worth it.
Yeah. We got to... Citizen Kane, that's probably like 100% or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I've never seen that, but everybody says it's their favorite movie.
Yeah, like, why is this movie at 99%? This looks awful.
What does it say? I don't know.
Yeah. It does
Yo,
not
you know it was a
look
good
good.
movie, low key. I don't know why this even came to my mind, but you ever seen You People
Yeah.
with
Jonah
Jonah
Hill.
Hill?
Yes.
That one was funny,
Yeah.
bro.
It had moments where I was like really laughing.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
then it started getting a little weird towards the end, but it was good.
I forgot the end. I just remembered there was like when he took him to the restaurant.
Yeah.
That one was good.
You know what's another good Jonah Hill movie is War Dogs.
Great movie.
Yeah,
Love that movie.
I was just rewatching that.
Miles Teller.
We need Miles Teller and more stuff.
Yeah, he must be saving up right now. We're filming because he's been quiet
What's
since.
he been? See if there's any new
Top
Miles
Gun.
Teller flicks coming
You know
out.
what? He needs to do a movie with our boy, Chris.
Miles Teller and Chris Pratt?
Did that not happen yet?
I don't think so. Spiderhead.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Dope movie. You remember that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
You had to, bro.
Oh, dude.
I swear I showed you that.
No, I remember it was on Netflix, but it looked a little too
dude.
creepy to me.
It's good. It's a little. It's like Black Mirror. It's like a Black Mirror
Okay,
episode.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour Black Mirror episode.
Whiplash is such a good movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Ronan's coming in with some good takes on this pod.
Yeah.
Proud of you, bro. Good job.
I don't know any of these other ones.
Spectacular now is good.
Allegiant.
Oh yeah, no, that's
on
I mean,
Netflix.
it's not his best performance. Project X probably his best performance. You know his scene in Project X?
Or something tight.
No, that's not him.
No, but that's when he runs
love
into
that
him.
scene.
Yeah. And doesn't he run? He runs into him at the grocery store.
Yeah, but the where's something tight is at the end.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, but at the
He's
grocery
doing the
store, he's the baseball player.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, you gotta come to my party, man. And he's like, I don't think so. My birthday party. He's like, oh, it's on this avenue. And he's like, wait, that's you guys? What is Vladimir Zelensky in?
The next movie that Miles Teller's in.
What?
Yeah,
That was
Oh.
already filmed in 2023.
I guess so. I've never. Did you see? Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, I haven't seen it either. I'm just like looking at these are Miles Teller movies.
Ark of the Aardvark? Oh, he does a voice in it.
It's probably a great movie.
What new movies are coming out that are going to be dope? Any good ones?
Let's see.
Oh, a new Toy Story?
Wow. 2026. It's too far away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Moana 2.
Moana was good. You watch that one?
No.
It's dope. You should watch it.
The Rock.
It's a good plane movie. Is that Chris Evans?
Yeah.
What is this? A red one?
Oh yeah, I saw this trailer. This is
It's a
Christmas.
Santa movie. It's a
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
They're the bodyguards.
yeah.
I love that. I don't know. Did you guys see the new Deadpool?
Oh,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I haven't yet.
it's super good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
This is gonna be such a good movie too.
The
The
Smashing Machine. Oh, Mark Coleman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark Kerr.
Sorry, Mark Kerr. I don't know why I said Mark Coleman.
I
Mark
mixed
Kerr.
them up too.
Yeah, I knew it was Mark
Marks.
Kerr.
Dude, I recently looked up some Mark Kerr fights and they're nuts. He would just get put in full guard and then just start punching over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, he was
Electric.
savage.
They didn't do a really a referee stoppage back then.
Yeah.
It was just like
Are you done?
the guy's like bloody face.
I want to talk about this before. We've been talking for like 50 minutes, so I want to make sure we get to this. Let's
Get us
get
on
deep.
movies. We'll go.
Yeah.
Let's get
That's all
deep.
we have.
We live in a fantasy world.
All right.
So this was the question I was wanting to ask you guys: is how important is confidence in competition?
Could you speak to? You are a man of great confidence. Could you speak to that with a dialogue? That's from The Office.
That's what the question was.
Jim, Jim asked Robert California that when he's interviewing him, and he goes, what does he say? He said something about will you be steamrolled? I forget, but what was the question?
How important is confidence in competition?
Confidence is key, baby. You gotta know. You gotta know you're that guy. You gotta believe it. And a lot of people, I think, act like they believe it or try to say things to give themselves more confidence. And I think you can create confidence and build it in yourself. But you got to work for a long time to like get a real genuine confidence and belief that you're going to do what you expect to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that just like you can turn off and on. And I think that's what people think confidence is. It's like, oh, you're just confident, or like, oh, when the time comes, I'm going to know, like I'm going to turn it on. And it's like, that's not really how it works. It just comes from doing difficult things every day and doing what you need to do over what you want to do. And then you just believe in yourself. And I think there's a big difference too between like, obviously like cockiness and feeling like you can't be beat versus believing in yourself, feeling confident, knowing you're prepared, and knowing that you're capable of doing what you need to do. It's just your job now to go execute.
Mm-hmm.
That's what confidence is to me. It's not. I think what cockiness and arrogance is also a bit of negligence and a bit of a facade to like deep down you're like trying to like overdo it because you don't maybe have the rest of the pieces of the puzzle yet. So I think that, yeah, confidence to me is like more of a quiet belief and understanding of what you need to accomplish, and then just knowing like, all right, now I just got to go get it done. Mm-hmm. You know, if you just know like I just got to go get it done, like everything's, you know, all the work's there, and then, you know, you could be confident in that.
Yeah, I agree. You kind of summed it up, but yeah, I think if you don't have evidence, then you can't be confident long term. Like you can be confident, you can just decide, oh, I'm going to be confident, and then you can have that for a short period of time, and then things get hard, or there's pressure, or there's lights on you, and then you crumble because your mind starts trying to grab onto evidence of, wait, why should I be confident? And if you don't have the preparation of that, which just comes from hours and hours of, like Bo was saying, doing things that you should do but you don't want to do, and doing it like you enjoy it, and doing that over and over and over and over and over and over again, then when the time comes where you need to be confident, all of that is in you, and you're reminded of it because that doesn't go away, and then you can use that because you've earned it to go out there and be confident. But I do think you have to earn it, and then it's a really good feeling to be able to be confident because you're like, not in an arrogant way like he's saying, and like I'm better than this person, but I just know in my heart that this individual didn't do what I did, and so I'm confident.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a lot of causation between? Do you think it's correlation or causation with the relationship between success and confidence? Do you think that you can have one without the other?
You know, I think that gets back into like if you have confidence without evidence, then that's arrogance. And I think that in that way, you know, you cannot have success. I also think you can be confident and believe in yourself, and another person can be, you know, equally confident and have equal belief, and only one person's going to win. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't like, you know, confidence doesn't guarantee success. Really, at the end of the day, it's just like who goes out and executes on that day. And I think we saw that in the Olympics there's a lot of really, really good wrestlers or really, really good athletes in every sport. And I'm sure if you ran the Olympics back immediately, started now, the results would be very, very, very different because the gaps are very small between, you know, first, second, third, and even like 8th and 10th. So, you know, confidence is a big part of having success, but I think that that at the end of the day, it's just like who goes out there and gets it done, and it can only take you so far. Even as Tony said, I think the more that you earn it, the more likely you are to go further and further. But it's not a guarantee. It's not like, oh, I'm the most confident guy, that means I'm going to win. Mm-hmm. I think the most confident guy often doesn't win. It's the guy that's recognizes the actual threats and what's in front of him. You know, because if you're too confident, then I think that it's easy to not recognize your faults and where you come short, and also minimize other people's strengths. When if you have a little bit, if you have like a good balance of confidence, you believe in yourself, you know what you can do, you know you can get the job done, but you're also aware of all the threats, and you're aware of what other people do well, what other people don't do well, and it's more of a I guess realistic view.
Interesting.
Why, dude? Are you all right?
No, I just thought it was a good question that I came across, and I was
so when you go into your jiu-jitsu rounds, you should be thinking, how do I build confidence in this round?
So one thing that I do
Not, I'm going to smash this guy.
Well, yeah, the one thing that I do realize is the higher belt that I roll against, the worse that I do. And obviously there's some causation because
it's like when we go, I just choke you out real quick.
They're better. Well, I did. Yeah. Anyway, the better they are, like I know how much better they are than me. Like even if they aren't, like I'm already thinking about that, so my confidence level goes down, which won't put me at a higher level. But then when I go against someone that I know hasn't been training as long as I have, or even if they're like just a little bit weaker than me, like I know that I have a chance to beat them.
Right.
And that gives you more confidence. And I'm sure like you've had that in wrestling matches your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the more you push yourself in those scenarios, even if like win or lose, the more that, like Bo was saying, the more you try to build confidence through your performance and training, that's how you eventually go into one of those matches confident. It's like you need to continue to supply the evidence for your mind to be confident. And right now you're in a stage where you have to go into a match that you don't feel confident. So now you have to try to switch it on before you have the evidence so that you can build the evidence. So it's like a give and take.
Yeah. And I think use every, like a confident person uses every experience as a learning opportunity because you know where you're headed. I think confidence is like knowing the past and what got you there, and also having a North Star of sorts in like, this is where I'm going. I believe in this and I'm going to get there, you know? And I know that it might not be a straight path. You know, there might be ups and downs, but I just believe that. And I think that, you know, if you want to supercharge your confidence, you surround yourself with people that have done what you're trying to do. And then you see how that they did it, how they did it. And you also see and understand that, oh, these are people that are men just like me. And, you know, at the end of the day, whatever your goal is, like somebody's going to do it. So it might as well be you. There's not this like massive difference between confident, successful people and the general population. It's just one person knew what they wanted and they stuck with it and put in more time and effort. I really believe that. And I think that, you know, some people are put in situations where that is easier. Like they're, you know, given more opportunity or they're given more support. But I do believe if you know where you're going, regardless of what else is going on around you, you're going to be able to get there if you just don't quit and know like this is effort based. It's not luck. It's not skill. It's not natural like ability. It's just effort based.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It is crazy that it really comes down to whoever does the thing is just the guy that continued on the path.
Right.
It's like in any field. It's like the people that dipped out halfway through or quarter through, that that's the reason why they didn't get it. But if you have a long-term play, like if this takes 20 years, I'm still going to continue to do it. You're eventually going to get there, whatever it is.
Right. You know what they call that? Conviction. Just being convicted. And I think that, I don't know why it is, but like, I guess I don't know if it's human beings' natural inclination or if it's, has to do, I think it gets emphasized more because of the media in general, but like we want to make these people that do amazing things out to be like superhumans. And we want to make every single person out to be like a hero, and that like they like are a separate category of human being that are able to achieve these things. And in reality, it's like, it's really not like that at all.
Oh.
It's just, you know, the people that refuse to quit and just are convicted to make it happen.
Yeah.
And then they just go for it.
Yeah, you're looking 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line at an individual.
Right.
And I also think that, like, I don't know, I feel like people talk about the path like in a much simpler version than where they're at. Like they really expand on where they're at, and so we all, like, the general public sees the success, but it's rare that I see like a detailed version of the struggle. Like, this is what I was going through, this is how I got through it, and like this was the majority of my journey. And now I'm here, but this, like, I feel like it's mentioned and like, yeah, I wasn't always here. This is the success and this is what it all came from, and like I put a lot of work in, but the majority, like 95% of that journey was hard.
Right.
And so I just feel like I want to expand on that to the general public of, this is what you should expect if you're pursuing a difficult goal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's the idea of like, I think people are just so result oriented.
Yeah.
And they want to like make up some type of excuse or reason or something that makes sense to them on why that person's there and they're not, outside of the fact that that person just outworked them.
Yeah.
And it's like it has to be some magic pill
out of their control.
Yeah. Or this person was just born this way.
Yeah.
And it was just, you know, that was their destiny. Rather than feeling like, and it was their destiny and it wasn't mine, rather than just feeling like, let's just continue to get better.
Yeah.
And, you know, not be discouraged.
Yeah. Because then they get 6 months in or a year in and they quit, because it's like, oh, I'm not even close to this guy. It's like, that guy went through like 4 years or 10 years to get there. It's like, it's just what I've been thinking of recently. Cause
I heard somebody say something, I think it was Nolf the other day, was saying like, if you wanted to build the ideal person, would you make their life easy or hard? Right? Like if you wanted to build like a real like role model of a man, would you make their life super easy, or would you make it like riddled with difficulties? Yeah. Right? Like you would they have to go through the difficulties. But I think everybody wants to be that, but they want it to be easy. Yeah. They want it to be like, you know, everything's downriver instead of having to paddle upriver. Yeah. And in reality, it's like you just got to paddle upriver the whole time. Yeah. You know, if you want to build those characteristics or, you know, have those qualities.
Yeah, which is the most important part.
Yeah.
Who you become through it.
Definitely.
So be a trout. Swim upriver.
Sure, bud.
That's the analogy. So would you say that growth is greater than results, or?
Yeah, this is funny. So I'm doing a public speaking thing in September, and I had to. The title of it is Growth Over Results.
Nice.
Yeah, and I basically just like mixed up a bunch of lessons and examples that I love and that I've learned, and from a bunch of different areas, and some from the Four Agreements, some from Penn State Wrestling, some from Arthur Brooks, like all people that I feel like affected my mindset, and kind of mashed that along with like life examples of my own to basically speak to like the focus of growing and improving and focusing on the path over focusing on the result.
That's dope.
Yeah, it should be good.
That's awesome.
I'm really pumped about it. I did one in New York a little while ago, and it was the first like real public speaking that I've ever done. I've done like, you know, stuff that I wouldn't consider like real. Yeah. And but two things. It taught me a lot about the experience, and it lit me up. Like I'm like, I want to do this. Like this is exciting.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's really cool. But yeah, I'm excited to do it. This next one's gonna be a lot better than my last one.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's in Park City, Utah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have to go eat chicken and rice or
second dinner?
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
See ya.
All right, gentlemen.